I hope this video helps. Please check out the playlist, Evidence for Christianity, Evidence for the Bible, End Times, and the Book of Revelation. Leave links in the description for all four. Enjoy. So AKAGear sent me this product for free to do an install and review video on. It's a smart deadbolt lock. You can use Fingerprint to unlock it, key code, key, and wireless through Bluetooth. Somehow it auto detects left or right hand door. I'll leave an Amazon link in the description for this. I am an Amazon associate, so I do earn from any qualifying purchases when using my link. So I want to replace this manual deadbolt with the AKAGear one. It might be AKAGear, I don't know. So I opened it up and here's what we got. Owner's manual and your hardware here. So here's the inside and outside part, the deadbolt, some mounting hardware, and the keys. So here's the template that you would use to mark where you're going to drill your holes, and also for the deadbolt part of it, that's a smaller hole. So that's what you would use that for, but hopefully just replacing the existing one, I won't have to do any new drilling or anything. So this part of the deadbolt is adjustable, and you'll see right here how to do it, but it goes between 60mm and 70mm, or 2 3/8 inch to 2 3/4 inch. So that's why there's two different ones here. They're different lengths. So with mine lines up with this shorter one here, the 60mm. So it comes preset to the 60mm, but if you want to extend it to the 70, it's even marked right here. There you can see where my thumb is. It's marked 60 and 70. And that's based off of where this notch is right here. So here's how you extend it out to the 70. You turn it this way, pull, and then turn it back, and it latches. Now it's at the 70. Then you can see, works. And if you want to go back to the 60, turn again, push it in, turn back, and then latch it, and there, still works. So if you're starting from scratch, you're going to need a hole drilled there, a really big one. So you're going to need a 2 1/8 inch 54mm hole, and then a 1 inch 25mm hole for the deadbolt part. You're going to need a hole saw kit like this. I'll have this with any other parts and tools that I use in an Amazon list link in the description. So I love that this comes with a template. So all you gotta do is put the template up against the door, and then you mark a spot right there where you're gonna need to drill a hole, and make sure you probably tape the template to where you want it. So something I noticed about the template is if you go from if your door is, I don't know, built like this one, if you go from the actual edge of the door here, it won't be centered in the door. So you gotta put this perforated edge along this part of the door. With the door that I have, it's got a lip here and then it comes out. So I don't know why, but you gotta put the perforated edge on the lipped part. But just make sure that this is centered. You may have to, I don't know, however you want to do it, rip it off, but you just got to make sure that it's still, if you rip it off, you run the risk of not aligning the two holes when you drill into the door. So anyway, just be aware of that you may need to move it over in order to get this template to line up centered with your door. Alright, time to remove the old deadbolt. There we go. If you want to support my channel, leave a super thanks below, or you can join Robinhood through a link that I'll leave in the description, and we'll both get a free stock. Or you can purchase this product through a link that I'll leave in the description, and I'll get a little commission. Continue watching. Alright, got the old deadbolt out. So this is the way the old deadbolt went together. So in our pile of screws, we got these two that I'm going to be using to secure the deadbolt into the door. There's an arrow and something that says up right there. So it doesn't completely fit into the old hole. I'm going to have to chisel out some of this area in order to get this thing to fit in there flush. So it looks like for some reason it's rounded instead of more square. in that hole, so mine's more square. So time to chisel. I'm going to be using a hammer and a small flathead screwdriver to chisel it. That may not be the professional method, but that's what I'm using. Alright, let's see if that did it. Almost. Looks like I'm going to need a chisel out the top edge of this just a bit so I can get it all in there. Looks good. Alright, it's in there now. So now I'm just going to screw it in. Alright. Perfect, look at that. You want to get these two screw attachment parts into these outside holes, and then get your rod here into the middle. And you want to fish this cable on the bottom side of this. So you want to get that turned like that. See that notch? That notch is going to be facing up. Alright, and then just push it in, and then there we go. So now I want to get this plate on, and it'll go on like this, and you'll want to make sure your keypad doesn't fall off on the other side, but get your cable through there, get that through there, and then your screws through there. Alright, before I tighten it up real good, I want to make sure this looks like it's nice and standing up straight, so put it where we want it here. Looks good. And then make sure that this looks the same, that it's nice and standing up straight. There we go. Go ahead and plug in this cable with the with this part that you pinch, this little latch, with it facing up when you plug it in here. There we go. Yeah, it's a little tricky. There we go. And then you just got to get this part here in, and then that little nipple that should be facing up will slide in there perfect with this little notched out part that's facing up as well. So I also want to fish this cable back into the door hole there so that it doesn't get pinched. Gonna take off this battery cover. You should probably take it off before you do this. Then you got two screws to put in right there. Alright, it's on. So let's get some batteries in and see if it'll do some magic. So after I put the batteries in, it did a little self-test there. I heard a beep and then it locked it and then unlocked it. So let's put the battery cover back on. At least we know now it's got electricity. And every time I lock and unlock it beeps. So I know it works. Perfect. So let's set up some of the other features now with the app. So you're going to want to install the Smart Life app, the one I show at the top here. So go ahead and sign up. I already have an account because I have another device that uses this app. So if you watch some of my other videos, you know what all this stuff is. So we want to go ahead and add a device, hit the plus sign in the top right. Add device. So now it says I need to hit any button on here to get it to wake up the device. Yeah, it said please add a Bluetooth administrator, so let's go ahead and see if that woke it up, and now it'll connect. There we go, that woke it up and now it'll connect, so go ahead and tap on it. Alright, the device has been added. Hit done. So here's a camera shot of my lock in the upper left here. So let's see. Lock. There it goes. And unlock. That worked great. So here's the part that I'm really excited about is a fingerprint. So scroll down, member management. There's me, the admin, so I'm going to go ahead and add my fingerprint. So I just touch me and then click on add for fingerprint. Alright, I'm going to click on add.
Please press your finger on the sensor.
Alright, then I'm going to put my finger on it.
Please press again.
Hey, there we go.
Please press again. Please press again. Please press again. Input successfully.
Alright, so we're done with that. I'm going to add probably another finger if it'll let me. Yep. Now I'm going to add my index finger for fun. Now I got my 2 fingerprints on there and I want to add a code. So now we can just put in whatever the code is. It looks like it has to be 6 to 8 digits. Alright, so I got a code added and 2 fingerprints, so I'm happy with that. I don't like the fact that it has to be 6 to 8 numbers. I wish it was 4 to 8, but whatever. So in this part I can also add somebody else to my lock. So I can see who comes in and out, and they can have their own personal code however they want to do it. And they can also have their own fingerprint. So she doesn't have an account, but here's the wife. Let's see if it'll let me see it. Yep, there's the wife. So now I can add fingerprints and stuff for her and codes. So there's some other cool features that you can set up here. Temporary code. You can also set up smart scenes where you can kind of trigger what happens when. So it can do things at certain times. Family go home. Just and wife arrive. It does something. Conditions. You can check one person or uncheck them. And for this one, it's just going to send an app push notification. You can also have a send a phone notification, email, and you can hit another add assignment for. Let's see what this does. You can have it interact with other devices, it looks like. So since I have smart outlets, I can also have them do stuff with that. I can probably have it turn one of them on or off. Yeah, it looks like I can. Yeah, I can have it switch on and off. I can also have, when it detects that I'm home, I can have my lock auto lock on or off. There's a lot of different stuff it looks like it can do for the different scenes. It looks like it has a door lock alarm, which is interesting. I've never seen that before, but so it looks like if somebody's trying to get into your house using things incorrectly, it'll notify you. You can get a push notification. You can also get it to mess with some of your other devices. Like, I guess you could have it turn on a light using your smart outlet, and then, or smart switch, whatever it is you have, and then that way if somebody's trying to break into your house using the smart lock, you can have a light come on, maybe scare them away. It's got some pretty cool features here, but really the main one that I wanted was to be able to lock and unlock from the app, and to also use the fingerprint and then set up codes. All the other smart device stuff that you want to do is kind of up to you on what kind of scenarios you want it to lock and unlock or send notifications. You can do all that with this. Alright, let's see if the fingerprint works. Fantastic. So lock it. Now the other finger.
Unauthorized fingerprint.
Uh-oh.
Unauthorized fingerprint.
Oh, it doesn't see my... Let's see, maybe I need to get it to angle. There we go. Now I'm going to lock it. Now I'm going to try a code. And it makes a beep every time that it accepts the button that you pushed, so... And unlock. Ooh, it worked. Perfect. Let's try my finger again. Oh, so I guess that the angle that
Unauthorized fingerprint.
it doesn't like my index finger. I'm gonna have to redo that one.
Unlock.
And then of course the key, let's make sure that works. Perfect. So this deadbolt is Bluetooth only for the wireless part. I wish it would go through the wireless internet so that I could unlock it from anywhere, but in either case it's still a good lock, and I'm gonna enjoy having it. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, or if you want to connect with me, I have a public group on MeWe called Share Your Trade, and I have an Instagram. I'll leave links in the description for both of those. Thanks for watching.